So I'm really curious to know what your thoughts are on this. So this is a new technology tracking which one of these workers at this coffee shop are working the hardest, the AI, and then it tracks which customers sit in there the longest to track. So watch this AI. Go for it. Camera does all of this for you. Anna's done 20 cups. Vika's done 10 cups. Elena's done 10 cups. Olga's done 3 cups. So the boss can come back and say, hey, Olga, any reason why you sat your ass down for an hour, all you did is 3 cups all day, you're fired, right?
Leaning on the counter in the back.
She's doing nothing in the back, and look at how hard Anna's working. So guess what? This favors who? Anna deserves a raise. Olga deserves to be fired. And the 10 cups per day guys deserve to just get exactly what they're getting paid. They can't ask for a raise. Now, I'll put the picture I texted you in Congress, which is very interesting. This AI now tracks which percentage of these members of Congress stay on their phones the longest time.
Wow.
You see name there, 76.9%, 85.5%, 61.2%, 81.2%. Is this an area of AI where a level of accountability and surveillance goes to a level where a boss, a parent, by the way, parents, your kids go to school, now you can see what teachers are doing with kids. You can kind of watch what teachers are doing with kids. You can now track what your kids are doing in school. You can track this for sports, who's practicing, who's training when they go to the gym. Imagine a football coach has AI, 3 hours you're going to the gym, which linebacker is actually training for how long, which one is not. You can now officially track how many reps they did, how many sets they did. Is this a good thing with this level of accountability, or does this kind of concern you?
Gosh, really hard to answer this right off the cuff. But what I will say is that we are like suffering from chronic laziness right now. And that would transform if you knew that you were being watched. Just when your boss walks in, you kind of stiffen up and you start doing stuff because you know that you're being watched. And because I know how far millennials, Gen Z go in terms of a laziness, like they do need like a little kick in the butt. Maybe this could be the solution. By the way, regarding schools, I've always thought, why can't I watch my kids while they're in school? They have daycares. For daycares, you can do that because they want parents to feel comfortable about what's happening, so you can log in and you can watch what's going on.
That's right.
This crisis that we're dealing with, like kids beating up their teachers, what if they knew their moms were just watching them from their smartphones? These kids might straighten up a little bit.
We love that, by the way.
Yeah, and we would feel good about seeing,
That's
like,
right.
I'm so okay with like schools being able to have cameras and letting parents access that. That does not bother me at all. I think that's a great idea, and that's a great way to use AI too. And teachers would probably be doing less finicky stuff in the classroom. But there's an element of this that also feels subhuman.
Yeah.
Like we're watching like robots. Like, I don't know, like we're suddenly in like I Am Legend or something.
It is
was that the iRobot? What is the
iRobot?
Yeah, iRobot.
I Legend's a good movie.
See, that's
Minority Report
that's where,
with
Pat,
Tom
the
Cruise.
positive side of it.
Yeah.
Where I see it if it's like a Starbucks and you're monitoring for this type of stuff. But then
But Olga got to get fired.
Olga's gone.
Right?
3 cups?
Like,
Get the
I
hell
feel like
out of
Olga
there.
got to go.
Breaking news. Olga got deported.
You gotta get, like, Olga's
Olga
gotta
just
go.
went back to Ukraine, guys.
Bye-bye. Olga's in
Sorry.
Ukraine.
Nah,
But then-
she's relying on Anna. I don't like any of this.
But Candace, like, see, like,
Olga
and
gotta go.
I'm with
By the way, this
Candace.
describes almost every work environment,
100%.
every sports team, every place.
Like, I'm with Candace. I'm with you because, yeah, it's cool. I'm kind of creeped out about it a little bit, but then, like, how far do we go? Like, in China, their AI system can, if you're crossing the street and you jaywalk, it doesn't have to see your face. If it sees your body walking, it takes money out of your account already. And if you don't pay it, your social score goes down.
Yeah.
And if people are hanging out with you, their shit goes down. And it's like, this is the beginning of the end.
Tom, you're a father. What do you think about this?
Well,
my God.
I happen to be married to a teacher and who every now and then does parent conferences. And data always wins. Whether you're the district attorney or the prosecutor or you're a school teacher, data always wins. People sit down and you say, hey, I'd like to talk to your kid about math and everything. Well, they probably need more instruction or attention from you. What's the ratio? Do you have an assistant that's in the class? You usually start there. And then it's like, here's the baseline. Here's the test they took. Let's look at the numbers. Okay, what do we have to do? Suddenly it flips the switch. You know, oh, my son, my daughter wouldn't do that. Let's look at the surveillance camera at the 7-Eleven. Okay. What do we do to keep him out of jail? Is there a probation option here? Data changes everything.
That's what happened this week, by the way, when I was in school.
So I feel very strongly that there is a creepy side to this, to government surveillance. But you know what? Data usually stops arguments and moves people toward discussion of solution. That's how I feel.
I'll add one more
So what
thing.
you're saying is Olga's got to be fired.
Olga gotta go.
Olga?
Sure.
Olga
Yeah.
gotta go. Well, I
Olga's
think
got to get. By the way, that's
Olga
got to be the
goes,
title of this
right?
video. Olga's
Olga
getting
got-
fired.
Here's
And
what I'll
then
say. Last
that's
point.
exactly right. And Olga comes in with an employment attorney, and then we say,
Yeah.
sir, let's just sit down and look at this. And then he leaves and tells Olga, there's nothing I can do for you.
Yeah,
Well,
for
I'll
those
just-
lawsuits go away.
I'll say Candace, I think, was right. This is neither good nor bad. It's a thing. And I equate this to the metaphor of what social media is or even what marriage is. And I'll say this. Like, the great thing about social media is everyone has a voice and can say what they want to say. But also the bad thing about social media is everyone has a voice and can say what they want to say. So when I talk to people about marriage, I get this one answer was so poignant. He goes, I'm like, what do you love about marriage? Like, I love my wife. She's just always there. She's always there for me. I go, what do you not like about marriage? My wife is always there. And that's exactly what this is that like they're just tracking you.
Are you for
That's
it?
good.
By the way, run a poll.
I think at the end of the day, this is helpful.
this better for society or worse for society?
And would you use it?
I would,
As he- as he
I would
runs-
absolutely use it.
Vinny, we're using it
By the
out
way,
there right
let me
now.
tell you why I would
Go
use
ahead, I
it.
wanna-
You ready?
yeah.
You ready? I would absolutely use it and tell them, that person that's working the most, you get to come and ask me for a massive raise.
Perfect.
Go for it.
Yeah.
You get to come and ask me for a raise because the video validates you're working your ass off. And the people that say, no, shouldn't do this and all this stuff.
No.
problem. Totally get it. But
I would walk in and say that. And say, hey, Pat, I think I've been working hard. It's a 3% inflation raise. I think I deserve 5 to 10. Why do you think that? And I says, can we take a look? Have you been watching me?
Check the stats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And move back. You're about to
Roll
say something,
the
Pat.
tape.
You were going to say something because that in a place too, Pat, would I think make people work because they know they're getting.
Right.
So nobody's going to Olga
By the
this
way-
shit.
But I mean, it could be good for such a lazy generation.
Exactly.
I actually like it. I like it a lot.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.